Hi guys, welcome to London!
Lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines. So we sailed onto the sun till we found the sea of green, and we lived beneath the waves in our yellow submarine.
Hello students from Instituto Superior del Milagro.
My name is Sil Medina. I am an English teacher. I was born in Tartagal, so I am a Salteña teacher too. I have not been teaching for a time since with my husband we have decided to travel to other countries. We have been traveling for 3 years now. Yes, we were lucky. Well, and now we are in England. When I was a student, it was my dream to visit this country, which I have just visited through the students' books, novels, poems, and movies. It was just a dream, but dreams come true. So now that I have the chance to be living here, I offer my help to Miss Garjon so we can help you a little bit to understand and learn about the English history. So that's why you are now there, sitting in your place in front of the screen, waiting to see what I have to show you. This part of the English history began in 1666, and it is known as the Great Fire of London. This is the oldest part of London. 350 years ago, it was a huge risk of fire. The reason why we are known so many details about the fire is because two men who were alive kept diaries where they described the dramatic event. One of them was this guy called Samuel Pepys. From the first sparks to the last ashes, this trail brings together the story of the most famous fire in history. As we walk the trail, I will try to show you many blue plaques dotted around, some of which are dedicated to the buildings lost in fire. We are now on Padding Lane Street. The fire started here on this street at about 1 a.m. on September the 2nd. It was at the end of an exceptional, long, hot and dry summer. It seems to have started in a bakery shop belonging to Thomas Fariner. His name is recorded on a plaque here, you can see now. Experts believe that Thomas Fariner forgot to properly put out the fire in the oven of his bakery on Saturday night, leaving sparks to set light. The fire went on burning through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and into Wednesday, the 5th of September, when eventually died down. Here we are now standing in front of London's monument, which was built to commemorate the Great Fire. It took 6 years to build the monument, with work starting in 1671 at the instruction of King Charles II. I think you may know who was King Charles II, right? The monument has 311 steps and is 60 meters high and exactly 60 meters from where the fire started in Padding Lane. So I think that's quite interesting. There is a stunning sculpture at the base shows King Charles II rebuilding the city alongside representation of science, architecture, liberty and London. It's really very nice and interesting to find a monument in the middle of this street. We haven't had the opportunity to climb the 311 steps, but many people do that. Yes, they do, to get a panoramic view of London and a certificate of achievement, which they give to you when you finish your visit to the monument or after surviving, go up and down.
Here we are in the London Bridge. I think you may remember the London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. This is a very well-known nursery rhyme. And this bridge, it was severely damaged in the Great Fire of 1666. And on the other side, we have the Tower Bridge. So that is a Tower Bridge. It's not London Bridge, but Tower Bridge.
London Bridge was the only bridge across the River Thames until 1729. But in 1666, it was crowded with houses, shops, and people living on the bridge. So you can imagine that with the city on fire, the bridge was too narrow to be a good escape from the fire. So the river became absolutely chaotic since merchants threw their goods into the Thames to save them from the flames. Thanks to the wind direction, the fire did not spread along the bridge, such as all the fire was concentrated on the city of London. What is amazing about walking the streets of London in the footsteps of the Great Fire is that you can really get a sense of what must be in 1666. Even if the architecture is so different now, these stained glasses, skyscrapers, and modern buildings are everywhere. But even though, you can still find some hints of the London of this time. Now let's think about what the city itself was like. First of all, it was really crowded. The streets were very, very narrow. The buildings were quite tall and full of people. London already had a very dense population by that time. This is St. Magnus the Martyr on Lower Thames Street. It is located near to the River Thames and near a major crossroads into the city. This church was a key storage area for fire-fighting equipment. However, the church was close to where the fire started, which was Pudding Lane, remember? And the church was the second one to burn on the first night of the blaze. Now let's go inside the church. As you see, the church is quite simple and small, but interesting point about the church is here inside, is this. This is a 4-meter model of the old London Bridge. Here in the model we can see how congested the bridge used to be. Last but not least, we came now to our last visit. There, what you are looking at the back is the St. Paul's Cathedral. During the Great Fire, the cathedral was thought to be a safe place because it has these thick stone walls and empty green surroundings. Therefore, it had been filled with rescue goods from all over the city, included hundreds and hundreds of books. But on Tuesday at 8 p.m., 3 days after the fire had started, a spark lands on unprotected part of the roof, and the fire begins on the cathedral too. It was completely destroyed a few hours later, taking with it thousands of treasure. St. Paul is an iconic building. Many people came here to visit it. Prince Charles and Diana got married here in this cathedral. By that time, it was thought to be the end of a big cathedral. Instead, it was just the beginning of a new one, an amazing one. With the St. Paul Cathedral, we come to the end of the most famous fire in history.
Okay guys, I hope you have enjoyed this walking around the story of the Great Fire in London. Keep on learning, keep on studying. Maybe some of you someday, or all of you, come and visit London and know this whole history just by yourself. I hope you have enjoyed and thank you for letting me in your classes. Keep on studying, listen to Miss Orjon, she knows a lot and she's a very good teacher. Bye bye guys, good luck.